Hello, fitness friends. I have a body weight arms and abs class for you. All you'll need is a mat today and yourself. Maybe some water and a towel, or if you have sensitive joints, some extra cushioning under you. All right, we're going to start with a warm up for the wrists, the shoulders, the feet a little bit, hamstrings. And then most of the exercises will be down on a mat. We only stand up, I think, one time. If you have sensitive wrists, make sure to prep with me. It's really important to counter stretch and rest your wrists as needed. You can always do the exercise on the forearm or take breaks and come back. All right, let's go ahead and sit on our toes and try to relax into your heels, which is a pretty intense stretch. See if you can take a breath or two, relaxing the feet there. And then you can release and sit on the top of the feet, still on the heels. Let's roll the shoulders a couple times, forward, back, and down. While taking some deeper breaths here. A little neck circle. Nice full inhales and exhales. All right, let's flex and point your fingers, wrists pointing the fingers up. Point the fingers down, up and down. You got it. Sit up nice and tall for me. Relax the muscles in the face. Now wide and narrow. Open, close, open, close. Make a tight fist and some circles in the wrists, one way, the other way. And we're going to blink out those fingers nice and fast, like you're flicking water off your hands. Go ahead and lift those arms overhead. Keep blinking for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake down the hands. All right, back onto the toes. And while you're there, we're going to take the fingers, the palms upside down. And you can just rock on the toes and into the top of the hand with as much weight as you feel safe there. Now take the fingers backwards and get a really big wrist stretch here on the inner forearm. Maybe start to lift your knees and rock back to your heels, working through some ankle mobility as well. Toes, arch of the foot, and then trying to sink into the heels, calves, and that Achilles tendon gets stretched back there. One more time. And come on back. Come into tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, index finger forward, wrap those triceps, and then move through some cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. You can take circular cat-cows or shimmy those hips from side to side. Just explore here. And then one more time, we're going to sit back on those heels. We'll take a little backstroke. And some crisscross arms. Open, give yourself a nice big pat on the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do a kneeling good morning. Come up onto the top of the knees under those hips. And let's stretch our elbows out. And we're gonna hinge, bring our belly to our thighs and lift. Just still in the warm up, we'll do a few here and then we'll add arms. Try to think of a child's pose. Belly comes down towards the thighs. Maybe the forehead gets low to the mat. Use the abdominals to pull you up and down. Use the breath. One more here. Perfect. Now let's do that with arms over the head and press back. Triceps squeeze behind you. Obviously, you want to turn on the core so you don't fall forward onto your face. Be mindful there. Keep going up and down into that halfway fold. Inhaling and exhaling. You got this. Give me a couple more. How about 2 and 1. Good. Now into a little cactus back bend. Hips forward, heart up. And release it. Nice work. All right. We are going to stand and come into a plank walk. All right. We're going to start to warm up the core here. Even more. Ragdoll to the mat. A little bit of a hamstring stretch. Then walk forward into plank. All right, just since it's early, let's do 3 knees, chest, chin push-ups, elbows back or 45 degrees, and then back up to your plank. Now, we're gonna try to walk your hands out in front of your shoulders, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your belly. Now you can do little dips, bending and straightening, or if you're feeling strong, forearms to hands, forearms to hands, forearms to hands. Walk it back. So as you can see, those are pretty challenging. You might not be able to drop to the elbows, but you could do a small bend and straighten. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you're in that long plank, you want a sticky mat and probably not have no socks on, because you might go sliding. It's a pretty challenging move. You can always modify on the knees. Ragdoll down. Take your plank walk. This time, maybe you give me those 3 push-ups off of the knees. Up to you. 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands as far forward as you can, tucking your tailbone, finding a long plank. Remember, it can be a slight bend and lift, or it can be forearms to hands. Forearms to hands. Whew, walk back. When you get there, you could step on your hands and counter stretch your wrists, even if you need to bend the knees a lot, or you can just shake out your hands and ragdoll up. All right, let's do that 2 more times. Ragdoll down. We have 7 little flows today. Regular 3 push-ups here. 2, 1. Long plank. Hold it first. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze. Then little dips to straighten, or forearms to hands. 3, 2, and 1. Walk it back in. Anything you need to do, maybe a yogi squat, shake out those hands, and we're gonna do that one more time. Add some elbow to knee tucks in plank. All right, so like I said, we have about 7 mini flows that are gonna focus on your arms and abs today. Modify as you need, and we'll repeat each one maybe 4-ish times. We'll see how we feel. All right, lift your hips, walk back out. 3 push-ups, elbows back, or 45, or on the knees. Now long plank, hold it, challenge yourself, maybe wiggle your feet further, your hands further. Then those mini dips, or forearms to hands, squeeze. Regular plank. All right, we got some elbow to knee tucks. Right under our belly button, elbow to knee. Maybe try to hold a second. Hold, push it back. Hold, 4 more, and then we'll take a break. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come on down to your side. All right, moving into exercise 2. We're going to do some tricep press-aways from side laying, and then we'll do a little tabletop hover. Press your top hand. If you're laying on your left side and mirroring me here, you're going to have your right hand down, your top hand down. And we're going to try to press up and down. And if you need a training wheel, your bottom hand is going to slide in and out, so you're not using all of your weight on the top shoulder and tricep. All right, now bring both hands down, and we're gonna lift the hips, squeeze, and lower the hips. All right, you'll kind of need to maneuver your toes down so it's a little more comfortable. And down, lift, rotate to a table hover, and then come back where you started. All right, let's try that a couple more times, and then we'll start to switch sides. Push away. 3, 2, 1. Both hands down. Tuck your toes under. Swivel in and down. Swivel up, down to your hip. Lift, turn, and lower, and take it down. So we changed it from just cinching up to rotating to the forearm, the hovering table. Let's do that one more time. Push away. 3, triceps, shoulder. 2, 1. Now both hands shoulder width apart. Lift your hips, twist, Bring your hips down. Lift your hips and rotate to the hovering table. And then lower. This time we're gonna switch direction. So lift and twist and land the other way. All right? If it's too challenging to see what I'm doing, if you have to turn away and you need to turn your body, do whatever works for you. I'm gonna be facing away from you. Try those 3 tricep press-ups. 3, 2, that top arm takes the bulk of the work here. Push. Now both hands come down. Tuck your toes and start to cinch up into that side oblique. Pressing into your fingers, shoulders down, hips up. 2, hips up, squeeze, and then lower down. On the next one, we'll start to turn to the hovering table. Your top arm is pressing you away. Your bottom hand is either lifting or you're using it a little bit for some assistance. All right, now both hands come down, tuck your toes, lift the hips. Kneel, you're not gonna put your knees down, but you're in a table hover. And then bring the hips down. Lift and rotate. And release to your side hip. Lift and hover. And back where you started. One more time there, and we'll start to alternate side to side. Push away. 3, 2, 1. Both hands under your shoulders. Lift your hips and rotate. Come down. Lift and rotate. Knees under you this time. Lift, hover, twist the same way you started your sequence. All right, so now we're gonna go side to side just one more time. Push away for 3, tricep press away. 2, on 1, both hands down. This time I'm gonna have you lift and twist back and forth. 3, 2, other side, you start again. Second side, last time. 3 tricep press-aways. 2, 1. Both hands down, tuck your toes, push. Now twist it. Side, side, and side. Come onto your knees and rest. A good place for a counter stretch on the wrists, some shoulder circles, some neck release. All right. Anything you need to do, moving into exercise 3. Same idea as the tabletop hover, but this time we're gonna be on the elbows. We'll give your wrists a break. If you can handle it, you're gonna keep the top of your feet down until we walk into Dolphin. So it might be a little uncomfortable on the top of the feet, which is why you're gonna move most of the weight forward into your forearms and your shoulders. Cat the back, exhale, round. Look back at your knees and then try to hover your knees, squeeze your belly. Now walking forward, tiptoe onto the balls of your feet, you're in a dolphin. And if you need to modify because your hamstrings are tight, you'll have bent knees. But you're really gonna push the floor away and squeeze into your belly. Now walk back to a forearm plank. Gotta throw my hair up. Squeeze your forearm plank, and we're gonna take some rainbow hips. Rainbow hips. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Come back, land on your knees. Take a moment to sit on back. Okay, so we're gonna do that a couple more times. Next option, in your dolphin, we're gonna try some dolphin push-ups. Okay. Come back to your tabletop, forearms, elbows under your shoulders. Don't let them splay out. Keep the tops of your feet to begin. Exhale, curl. Look at your knees or your belly. Lift off of your knees, push down into your shoulders, protract. Now step back on your toes and walk forward. Here's your big dolphin. It's just like down dog on the forearms. Now look forward. Can you bring your forehead towards your thumbs? Forehead towards your thumbs, dipping down and up, dipping down and up. Now walk back to forearm plank, squeeze your belly, and take your hips in a rainbow. Side, 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 twist and twist. Whew, walk it back in, get off those shoulders. Make some big circles, or maybe a chest expansion will feel good right here. Whew, it's a lot on the shoulders, all arms and abs here today. Okay, so let's do that one more time and then we'll move into exercise 4. Whew, here we go. Bring your elbows down, knees under your hips. Exhale, cat. Now lift your knees and crunch into your belly. Now walk back onto your toes and walk it into dolphin. Look forward, try to get your forehead towards your thumbs or even tap on the ground. And then bring your shoulders back over your elbows. Crawl back to forearm plank. Hold. Rainbow the hips. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Take a moment there. Take some time because we are going into another hard one on the shoulders. It's some down dog push-ups, but then you get to get on your feet. This is the one where we're doing some standing ab work. All right, rest your shoulders, drop your head, and roll it around side to side. Circle out your wrists. And here we go, meet me in a downward facing dog, just like we did those little dolphin push-ups. Now I want you to tiptoe, turn your fingers in and try to get your head towards the mat in between your thumbs and your fingers like you're going for a headstand, and then change your mind. All right, now we're gonna try to bend the knees and elbows, rock back into the feet. Hold your abdominals in with a halfway fold. You can bend the knees. I just want your core to take this bulk of the work here. Squeeze your belly, make an L. Now bring your hands behind your head, and here comes our standing. Knee, fold. Cross tap knee and fold. Twist, dip. Twist, dip. Can you bring your knee to opposite elbow and then fold it down? Knee, fold, knee, stay. Reset. You can kind of dive into your down dog, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can walk into it. All right, so start with the push-ups. Elbows out, top of the head going down and up. Maybe 3, 4 of them. Then on the last one, bend and push away. Find a halfway fold, squeeze your belly. Bring your hands behind your ears and then twisting knee to fold. Twisting knee, halfway fold. Twist, fold, 2 more, twist, fold. Use your core to initiate all the moves. Stay. Dive into your 4 push-ups. Let's go. Fingers in, head down and up. 3. It's like an overhead press. 2. Bend your knees if you need to. 1. Now balance, push back, hold, halfway lift. Hands behind head and crunch. Fold, twist, fold, twist, fold. Last set here. Twist and fold. All right, maybe on your back. Next one, we're gonna come onto our back. Your hands and shoulders get to rest a little bit. All right, make sure you have space so you can bring your hands to a T and press into the mat. We're gonna start to bring your legs one direction to the side and then lift. Now that opposite leg lowers into a split. And you're gonna press into your left elbow, left leg's up, left elbow, and try to roll up, toe tap, roll down and reset, lift your legs, all right? So let's go, legs to the right, and squeeze. Drop your left leg, press into your right elbow, rock up, toe tap, roll down, arms to your T, legs up. So just see if you can get the sequence. Here we go. Legs to the left and up. Right leg drops, left leg stays up. Rock and roll towards your left elbow to press up to toe tap. Little V up and down. Then raise your right leg. Legs to the right. Straight if you can. If you need to modify, bend. Or for space reasons, good. Left leg drops, right leg pulls towards you energetically. We roll to the right elbow and hand and try to lift and roll back. Let's do it again. Legs to the left. Drop your right leg, your left leg stays forward. Roll through your left arm, try to lift tall to a toe tap. Right leg swings up, legs to the right. Exhale up, left leg pulls forward, you're splitting. Then roll up through your right elbow and hand, lift and lower. Let's do one more. Legs drop left. Right leg pulls into a split. Little roll up, roll down, right leg lifts. Take your legs to the right. Squeeze them up. Drop your left leg to your split. Right leg stays forward. Roll yourself up to your hand. Back to your spine and legs up. Now I want you to just roll yourself up to seated. Oh, take a moment here. Maybe take a little forward fold stretch. Bending, straightening the knees, some gentle cat cows. Beautiful. All right, let's get into the triceps a little more from this angle. So lower onto your elbows. We're gonna pike up your legs and lower. Now try to get your arms to straighten and bend. Legs up, legs down, arms straight, arms bent, legs up, push away, press straight. All right, changing it up. Everything up at the same time. Straighten your hands, your elbows, push into your hands, and then lower. Okay, just 4, they're tough. 4. Can you straighten your elbows and then come to a low boat? 3, low boat, sacrum grounds, elbows, forearms ground. 2, straighten, you should feel your triceps here, and land one more time, and lift, and release. All right, last thing we're gonna do here is just try to lift and toe tap. I want you to reach forward and lift your leg at the same time. Reach forward, little hip flexor quad, stretch, reach, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. 2 more exercises. Quick one today. Meet me on your right knee and left hand. We're going to modify the first round, and then you have the option to come up to a full side plank. All right, so first one, the knee is down. We're just crunching elbow to knee, reaching in 2 directions. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring your hips down and your forearm down. All right, so we're gonna try, well, we'll keep the modification on the first round. So you're still on the bottom hip, knee, but you're gonna lift your hip. And now you're gonna pike your arm and leg long and in front. All right, long and in front. So you can keep this modification 4 more, 3, or the next round 2, you can do these off of the bottom hip or knee, bottom knee. All right, let's try it again. This time I'm gonna show you in full side plank. All right, or you just do that knee one again. So we're tucking and extending, or you can tuck and extend in 2 different directions. 4, 3, you can always make the move your own. 2, falling, 1. Now, lower onto your forearm, lift the hips again. This one's gonna be tough. We're gonna swing forward and out, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, all right. Rotating up to a diagonal side lay. Diagonal, V up, side lay. 4, 3, 2, stack, and then go to the diagonal, lift up. Whew. Okay, we did it. We're gonna switch sides. How are we doing? Left shoulder's, a lot of abs. I promised you arms and abs today. All right, so I'm gonna modify the first one. Your left knee is down. You can get a nice side body stretch. Then abduct and start elbow to knee crunches. Reach it away, pull it in. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. All right, come down to your forearm. We'll still lift the hips, but you'll have the bottom knee down. Reach your arms in opposition, and you're gonna forward pike in front of you and then to the sides of you. Forward, swing. 4, this one's so much easier when your knee's down. 3, 2, and 1. Last thing we do is that side lay to little diagonal pike up. You can keep your elbow down or you can come up to your hand. Kind of explore it. Side lay, diagonal pike, side balancing. One more time. Balance, stack, and lift. Push yourself up. All right, relax your neck. We're just gonna do one more on each side. And this time you can decide whether you're kneeling or you're in that full side plank, whether you're modifying or not. All right, bring your right knee down and take a little side stretch as you stack. Remember, you can do this on the knee, elbow to knee crunch, or go ahead and meet me in a full side plank. And we're doing 5. Or you could do a combo. Here we go. Elbow, knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Either come to your bottom knee and forearm or forearm side plank. And you're gonna lift and pike it in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll up, side, stack. Pull up, side, stack. Here's 3, either to your fingers or to your forearm. One more. Hold it up and move your legs to the other side. Meet me on your left knee. Stretch here first. And then you decide if you're doing kneeling side plank or full side plank. Top elbow to knee. Pull it apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower to your forearm or you're on that bottom knee to modify. Take your leg into the forward pikes and arm. 4, 3, 2. Make sure you did 5. Oh, now swing your hips down. Side lay to reach up, diagonal V. Side roll, squeeze up. 3 more. Make this work for you. You could also just slide your elbow in, or you're gonna press into your hand, drag it in, stay up on this one, and rest. Swing those feet around. We are going to finish up with some crab work and reverse planks and some Russian twists. All right, sneaky cardio too. Shake out your wrists. Last time on the hands. First, let's do some crab reach stretches. Bring one set of fingers behind you, rotating backwards, and just lift those hips and heart. Switch, crab reach. Fingers back, hips and heart up. You can look up, you can look down, sideways. Just try to really lift your hips and heart and release. Okay. On the crab elbow taps, I'm going to leave it up to you which direction you want your hands. It's a little gentler to go backwards or sideways. It's a little tougher pointing in, but then you get the triceps in. So if you're up for it, you can hover, take elbow to knee, cross, and once you have that balance and you feel strong, you could bend your elbows, straighten, bend, adding the tricep dip. If your fingers are pointing a different direction because it's gentler on your wrists, you're going to just skip that tricep push-up. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and we take a break. All right, on the reverse planks, since we won't add the tricep press up, push-ups, now maybe take your fingers sideways or backwards. And we're gonna try some leg lifts and some hip rotations, okay? Maybe feet hip width apart, swing your hips up. See if you can lift one leg and then the other a few times. If that's hard, turn it into a tuck. And now some twisting hips. Twist, 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 twist. 2 more and sit. Counter stretch those wrists. Whew. Pull your knees into a little bent knee boat, and we're gonna take our elbow across our knee for a little Russian twist. Lean back a little bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You can come to butterfly. Stretch your chest forward, your knees wide from your hip joint. We could even do some stacking butterflies. Knees stack, pry it open, knees stack, pry it open. We're just gonna do that crab one more time and you're done. We'll finish with a quick rolling like a ball. Okay. If you can, fingers forward, lift straight elbows, hover your hips, and then instead of elbow to knee, let's try big fingers to toes. And when you're ready, if you'd like, bend, straighten, tricep, press, tricep, good. Bend, hover, straighten, lift, bend, lift. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can we hold the bent elbows? Pull your hips forward and back. Hips forward and back. Hovering, hips forward, hover, forward, back. Stretch your wrists. Counter stretch and blink. Whew, some shoulder circles. Oh yeah. Dance it out. Okay, fingers backwards or sideways. Reverse plank. Quick set here. Lift your hips. One leg up, other leg up. Maybe it's a tuck, and then it's a tuck. Now hips, swivel and twist, twist, twist. We have 4. Squeeze your butt, hips up. 3, 2. Focus on your obliques. 1. All right, slide into your little boat pose with bent knees and then twist. You can do any hands you want. Maybe you try to bring your clasped hands to your hip, make it a little bigger than the last one. Lean back a little bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna roll like a ball. Make sure you're rounding on the spine and then you freeze to get that momentum. Lift. If your hamstrings are feeling pretty open, we will try to bring our hands towards our knees, lift our hips up, roll like a ball, freeze, press towards a fold, and then try to lift your hips. Does that make sense? We have a Pilates roll, a boat hold, bring your feet down, your fingers towards your knees, and then try to squeeze your hips up. Getting your shoulders, your triceps, good. Roll, balance, half an L. One more. Roll, freeze, L, sit, and high V. 8 counts. 7, 6. Circle your wrists if you like. 4, 3, 2, fight for it. 1, and hold your low boat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you did it. Release on your back. Make some circles on the spine. Give me some spinal twists, maybe some cactus elbows, making goalposts with the back of your hands down. And then I'm going to leave the stretching up to you, whatever feels good. Some more twisting, some hamstring stretches, some down dog, maybe just some up, down dog and up dog to stretch out your belly and all that hard work we did for your core. I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much. Drop a green heart in the comments so I know you did it. You took the whole class with me. Like, a share, a comment, and make sure you're subscribed. All those things are so appreciated and go a long way for my channel. Thank you and goodbye.